What's up, everybody? Alex here with another thrift store pickup video. This week was Goodwill's Customer Appreciation Day, which gives you 15, 20, or even 25% off when you spend the corresponding amount in dollars. So I did pretty good. I only went to maybe 3 stores this time, but got some good stuff. Let's start with media. First, I found one pretty cool VHS. It's the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Making of the Coming Out of Their Shells tour. It's a very 90s thing, and I had to get it. So it was $2.49, which is a little more than I typically pay for VHS, but this one's kind of hard to find. Next is a CD that I have kind of an embarrassing story about. So this is called Millennium Blues Party, and any normal person would be like, why would you buy that? So when I was in high school in the late 90s, I was class of 2001, a lot of my friends would listen to stuff like Weezer or Linkin Park, but in my car, I played Millennium Funk Party. I usually alternated between that and Pure Disco 2, all because when I was growing up, after Saturday morning cartoons, I would watch the show Soul Train, because it came on one of our local stations, and I just fell in love with that kind of music. So I had Millennium Funk Party, and now, whenever I find one of these Millennium Something Party CDs, I pick them up. So I found like Millennium Soul Party, Millennium Classic Rock Party, Millennium Hip Hop Party, and this one I had never seen. So, gotta add it to the collection. Next up, a couple movies. I got an old fantasy film from the 80s that I've never seen, but I hear is great. It's called The Beastmaster. I'm pretty sure this is actually available on like 4K Blu-ray or even Blu-ray, but I think it's out of print. And this was $1.99 plus half off, so for 99 cents, it's got like a cool booklet. The disc is untouched. Considering I've never seen it, I'll give it a shot. Also found a movie I have been searching for everywhere that is pretty hard to find. Weekend at Bernie's 2. The first movie is super easy to find. I see the DVD almost everywhere, and I already own it on Blu-ray. But this second movie, for whatever reason, is not as easy to find, and it's not on Blu-ray. So, sure enough, this is actually at a Salvation Army. Got it for just $1.99, and the disc is, like, perfect. So, very happy to finally track that down. And then I did get a single video game, but not a good one. It's Space Camp for Nintendo Wii. And that was $3.99, but half off, plus I got another 25% off on top of that, so I did not pay a lot for it. But it is complete, and what I thought was interesting is it's actually officially licensed by the real Space Camp organization. And I, like most other kids, always dreamed of going to Space Camp, and I obviously wasn't able to go, so I figured get probably something nowhere close to it. But it was cheap. Then got a few books that are pretty cool, actually. These, I was surprised to find. It's a pair of Digimon chapter books. So I often find and pick up the Pokemon ones, but I have never seen these Digimon ones before. And I believe they were just $1.50, plus I got another like 20-25% off on top of that. So they have 2 different stories, plus there's a middle section with a bunch of full-color photos from the old anime show. Then let's move on to some toys and things. So first off, I got a board game called Catch the Moon that is brand new and sealed, and it was tagged $4.99, but green tags were half off, so whopping $2.50. Sounded cool, had good reviews, and it was cheap. Next, got a couple pairs of sunglasses. These are specifically called Sun Stashes, because the Luigi one, as you can see, has a little mustache dangling. And both of these, let's see, the Luigi was $1.99, but the Pikachu one was tagged $1.49, but it was half off, so 75 cents. I don't know that these would really fit my giant head, but I figure I'll put them on a couple plush or something. Then a very surprising find at one of my Goodwills, I found a Hatsune Miku Sega arcade prize. So this is a very detailed premium figure that you would get in a UFO catcher machine in Japan. and it was only $4.99. But I absolutely love these games. I don't know if you can see them behind me. I have every Project Diva game, including all the ones all the way back to PSP. So I am definitely a fan of this series. And I've honestly never seen one of these in America, let alone at a Goodwill. So $5, not passing that up. Then I found a speeder bike for my speeder bike collection. This is from one of the Play School lines. I'm not sure exactly which one. It's dated 2011. But it was tagged $1.99 plus half off, so whopping 99 cents, plus another discount. Then this, of course, is Wreck-It Ralph, and he's got this kind of cool action feature. He was $1.99. But kind of a funny story with this one. As I was checking out at the Goodwill, the cashier was like, "Oh, this is cool. Some little boy will love this."
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Anyway, moving on. I got this pretty cool blue Velociraptor from Jurassic World. I think it's got some sort of electronic feature. It doesn't seem to have batteries in it right now, but it was just $1.99. And then, speaking of Jurassic World, I got this toy bag that's chock full of Jurassic World minis, but it also had a couple of fun bonuses, including an Utrom from the 2012 Ninja Turtles series. And one final toy that I was shocked to find is a Pokemon Yo-Yo. Oop, upside down, sorry. But, of course, it's got Charmeleon on it, and it was just 99 cents. Now, what's kind of neat is, I think, yeah, it was the side I showed you. It might be hard to see, but there's 3 little LEDs that light up and blink when you actually drop it down on the line. So, just kind of an insane find that I didn't even know existed. And then next, I generally try not to buy a ton of plush, but I kind of hit the jackpot this week, so I got quite a bit. First off, I found a pair of Jurassic World plush that are from Universal Studios. And both of these were only 99 cents. Again, I'm not passing those up. Next, another beloved childhood thing for me, I found Dodger from Oliver & Company, which is one of my top 3 favorite Disney films of all time. The other 2, if you're curious, are A Goofy Movie and Aladdin. But again, he was only $1.49 with a green tag, half off 75 cents. And this is the original from 1988. Crazy. Then I found quite a few video game plush. So first, I got a little Sonic. I got a medium-sized Tails. Medium-sized Knuckles, and a medium-sized Silver. Also found a little Yoshi, and this is an official San-A brand. I think the Sonic ones were all like Toy Factory, so more of arcade prizes, but this is like a legit pretty expensive plush. Also got Bunny from Animal Crossing. This is also a San-A plush. This one was $1.99. All the others were 99 cents, if I didn't mention that. But then this one blows everything else out of the water. I was shocked to see this sitting on top of the plush bin, and I threw it in my cart the second I saw it. An absolute unit Donkey Kong plush. This thing is freaking massive. I don't even know if it's all in frame here, but this is absolutely awesome. Got a really cool detailed tie. Even has his original tag. I didn't notice that. But so he obviously wasn't 99 cents, but $10. Not bad for something this freaking huge. I looked them up online. They're going for a lot on eBay, but this is definitely for my collection. So that is about it for the thrifted stuff, but I did get some cool stuff at a couple local stores like Target and Walmart. So let me show you that now. First off, at Walmart, I found a Jurassic World set that I had my eye on that finally hit clearance. This is the Crash in Attack Ford Explorer that also comes with a Raptor. But what's kind of neat about this one is, I don't know if it'll work in the package here, but you can crumple it to recreate the scene where the T-Rex steps on the Explorer. Oh, here it shows on the back some of the damage you could recreate. But a very cool set. I think this originally retailed for about $40. It was on clearance for $17, and they only had the one left, so I'm like, I gotta do it. Then at Target, I found quite a few Sonic toys. So first off, I finally tracked down Blaze, which is one of the only 4-inch figures I was missing from a previous wave. I think there's a new wave out now or about to come out that I need like 3 of those. But now I'm caught up once again. And also got this giant Death Egg playset, which is very cool. So one side, it shows like the face of the Death Egg, and then when you spin it around, it's got some sort of interactive thing where you can make Sonic run around Eggman. I think it'd be cool more as a display piece. But again, this I think is normally like $40 or even $45. But for some reason, Amazon had it down to like $13, and Target let me price match. And one last thing from Target, I got the Sonic Easter figures. Alright, so first we have Sonic. This one is honestly kind of disappointing. It's just a regular classic Sonic with some generic bunny ears. So, definitely the weakest of the bunch. But then we have Tails, again with bunny ears, but he has a little, like, Easter sweater on. Knuckles, who is in kind of a cool pastel pink color, so at least they tried. Amy Rose, who, again, is like a pastel color and has a unique dress. Eggman, who is really cool. He's kind of painted like an Easter egg. And then finally, my personal favorite, a Pocky, one of the little rabbit critters from the Sonic games that comes with a little basket. So this is all 6 in the set, and if you are a Sonic collector, I would jump on these quick, because these are not going to be around past Easter. And a couple online things. So first off, I actually got a game from Limited Run that I've been waiting on forever. It is Getsu Fumaden Undying Moon, the Classic Edition. So this is a kind of modern remake of a somewhat obscure Konami game for Famicom called Getsu Fumaden. And I do have the original game, it's awesome, but I was dying to play this one, and I really like these classic editions, because it's like the old silver boxes for NES, and they are the same scale and everything, and I've picked up every one that they've released so far. And then finally, a couple things from eBay. I got a official Ultra Pro cap binder, and only the binder is new, the stuff inside is not, but I got this to store my Shantae Pogs, which I've gotten from Limited Run Games over the last couple of years. And this seller had these listed as new old stock, so it's in like perfect condition. And then also got some pretty cool Pokemon stuff. If you saw one of my previous videos from a little while ago, I got a pretty big Meryl figure that's like a posable vinyl. So I came across a lot of 5 other figures and ended up winning the auction for like $26. So I got 2 different Pikachus, one of which is the Chinese release from a company called Aldi, and all the others are official Tomy Japanese versions. So this bright yellow one is the Tomy, the kind of darker one is the Aldi. Also got a Meowth, and Charmander and Charizard. So some of my favorites from Gen 1, and I could not beat the price, so very happy that I won that auction. And then finally, something I made a separate video about that you may have already seen is a Pokemotion. So this is a pretty obscure piece of both Nintendo and Pokemon hardware that released back in 2003, only in Japan. And it's essentially an LED wand toy that when you wave it, it'll make the image of a Pokemon appear. So if you're interested, check out my other video. I go into a lot more detail in there. But anyway, that is everything. Lots of cool stuff as always. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe if you enjoy these type of videos. I also will drop a link to my playlist of pickup videos in the description below, so if you missed any of the previous ones, be sure to check those out. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again!